All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? Here's an exclusive into my platform, and it is sourced, ladies and gentlemen, sourced information. So when I use the word sourced on my platform, this is not me getting it from another outlet like freaking TMZ or something like that. When I tell y'all it's sourced, that means I have someone under the table that's told me some inside information. And here's the scoop for today. That boy Future from the Future Hendrix Hive, what is Future's Hive's name? Is it the Future Hive? Anyway, salute to that boy Future, the leader of the trap, the man that gave us Monster, Beast Mode, 56 Nights, DS2, What a Time to Be Alive, all in 2015, and he did it with sunglasses on. Salute the Future. Hey yo, we talked about on my platform earlier today, Future and Nicki Minaj having to cancel this tour. Well, Future's off the tour altogether. Nicki Minaj claiming she postponed it. I told y'all it was because of low ticket sales. That is true, but there is a little bit more to this that I did hold out on my story earlier this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys what it is now. Future was, you know, Nicki can't come out and say this because she probably has respect for Future and his craft, and they work together on a lot of music. But a big part of this tour not working out was Future. You know, reportedly Future did not want to do the groundwork. Future was needed to do something that he had not been expected to do in quite some time. They needed him to promote. You know, they needed Future to go out and promote and be that guy, be social. And he is unwilling to do that. You know, Future kind of took this tour and kind of looked at it like he's Future. Tickets are going to sell regardless. But I got to be honest with Future and his fan base. He's not in his prime anymore. I look at it just like an athlete. 3-4 years ago, well, I say 6-7 years ago, when Kobe was able to put up 28-35 a game, it was all good. You could count on Kobe every night. But after he tore that Achilles and he came out of his prime, you couldn't ask Kobe to go that hard anymore, night in, night out. He could do it most nights, but he can't do it every night. And that's kind of the case with Future. He can do clubs. He can pack out a club, but he's not a great on-stage performer. And 2015 was his prime. When I named you all those projects earlier in this video, that was his prime year when he was hot as hell. You couldn't tell Future anything. He's not in his prime right now. People have seen him on stage. The music ain't connecting with mainstream like it once was. He's still in the streets. Beast Mode is still in the streets. But in regards to that mainstream realm, what it would take to do a 20,000 seat venue night in, night out, Future doesn't have that pull. And Nicki needed Future to be that guy and sell tickets, and he was unwilling to go out of his way, put out the project in a timely fashion, do some of the other groundwork, do interviews, do press. He was unwilling to do any of that for the tour, because last time Future did this type of tour, right outside of when he had the Nobody Safe tour, and that was all co-headliners. That was Future, Migos, Tory Lanez, Young Thug, and A$AP Ferg. It took all of them to sell tickets, and even then the venues weren't sell out, by the way. But in regards to the last time Future had to do a tour, this magnitude was with Drake. And I think the mistake Nicki Minaj made is she grabbed Future because she seen how successful that Drake Summer 16 tour was with Future. You cannot compare people to Drake. He's a machine out here. This is why they call me a Drake stan. Drake is on a different level with this. And unfortunately, Nicki ain't on that level. And Future can't even hold the weight that he held back then, because Drake got Future when he was hotter. Again, according to my source, Future was not willing to put up his portion and work to sell tickets for this tour. He thought he was Future, and that was going to be enough, and it wasn't. He was not selling tickets. Like the people that came out to those shows, I told y'all some of them shows had as low as 1,000 tickets sold. Baltimore opening night wasn't doing good. Brooklyn, Nicki's hometown, under 5,500 tickets. Yo, I'm telling y'all this. Nicki's fans held her down for most of those tickets, her core fans. In regards to Future, pretty much he had brought no one out and didn't care. And once Future realized, yo, I ain't really doing that good on the tickets. Instead of humbling himself and going out and selling and going out and like promoting and ish like that, Future was like, forget it. I'm gonna just push my project back. Now Nicki's like, yo, Future, you ain't gonna put your project out to help promote this tour? And reportedly, Future started booking dates. This is what I'm being told. Future started booking other concert days. That's why you hear Nicki Minaj say, I'm gonna have to find a new co-headliner because Future will be unavailable. Now they're gonna tell you it's because Nicki had to push her album back and she needed more time to rehearse. I'm not saying that's not a small factor, but the biggest factor is that these tickets weren't selling, and it wasn't just on Nicki. Future was not holding down his weight, and reportedly, from what my source is telling me, he really didn't give a damn too much. He didn't care. He's still Future. That little tour ain't happening. When Future want to go make money in clubs, he could do that any day of the week. When Future want to go do like little small tours, maybe little 2,000 seat venues, he can figure that out with the right promotion and the right project. He could do that. But the problem was Future ain't want to humble himself and promote. And when he was asked about it and everything like that, he didn't care enough. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. That's the truth. I'm just telling y'all what it is. That's what my source told me. Future wasn't willing to put in the work and promote the tour, and he really didn't care. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support that y'all showed the kid. Nicki, man, you need new people around you. Hire me, damn it. I would not have allowed that to happen. We would have put somebody else on that tour that would have made sense musically. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. What up, Pharaohs? I decided to step my game up again. I've created a music reaction Instagram page. That way, you guys can be up to date on some of the latest new music in the atmosphere, and you guys can also send me some of your music as well, and you will get Mr. TALIAFERRO'S first reaction to your record, for good or for bad, or an artist that we talk about on my platform's music, for good or for bad. Again, follow me on Instagram, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Again, that's Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, and you get more of yours truly.